The Vorthan Empire had ruled the galaxy for 3 millennia, their crystalline ships cutting through space like shards of frozen lightning. But now, as Commander Zixtal stood on the bridge of the flagship Eternal Dominion, watching entire star systems wink out of existence, he felt something his species had never experienced before: desperation. The Devourers had arrived 6 months ago, not through hyperspace or wormholes, but from somewhere beyond the galactic rim. They consumed everything: planets, stars, even the fabric of space-time itself, leaving behind a spreading void of absolute nothingness. The Vorthan fleets, once invincible, had proven useless against entities that existed partially outside conventional reality. "Status report," Zixtal commanded, his voice carrying the harmonic frequencies that marked him as nobility among his people. 17 more systems lost in the past rotation, his tactical officer replied. At current rate of consumption, the galaxy has perhaps 50 standard cycles before total extinction. Zixtal's crystalline features darkened. They had contacted every known species, the aquatic depths of Kepler 442, the hive-minded swarm collectives of the Magellanic Bridge, even the ancient silicon priests of the galactic core. All had the same response: their most advanced weapons, their most sophisticated defenses. Nothing worked against the Devourers. All except one species they had dismissed as primitive. "Sir," the communications officer interrupted, "we're receiving a transmission from the Sol system. The humans are requesting an audience." Zixtal almost laughed, a sound like wind chimes in a hurricane. Humans, the hairless bipeds from the third planet of an unremarkable yellow star. They had only achieved faster than light travel 2 centuries ago and barely controlled 12 systems. What could they possibly offer? "Sir, they claim to have a solution." Something in the officer's tone made Zixtal pause. "Put them through." The holographic display materialized, showing a middle-aged human female with graying hair and tired eyes. Dr. Elena Vasquez, if the Vorthan databases were correct, Earth's leading xenobiologist and one of the few humans who had studied the Devourers. "Commander Zixtal," she said without preamble, "we know how to stop them." "Impossible. Our greatest minds have tried to fight them," Elena interrupted. "You've thrown energy weapons, antimatter bombs, even tried to collapse dimensions on them. But you're fighting the symptoms, not the disease." Zixtal's mandibles clicked in annoyance. "Explain." "The Devourers aren't invaders. They're antibodies." Elena pulled up a holographic model showing the galaxy's spiral structure. "Your empire has been mining dark matter for 3,000 years, harvesting it to power your ships and cities. But dark matter isn't just fuel, it's the immune system of our universe." The bridge fell silent, except for the hum of the ship's crystals. "Every time you extract dark matter, you create microscopic tears between dimensions," Elena continued. "Usually they heal. But your industrial-scale harvesting over millennia has created a cascade failure. The universe's immune system has activated, and the Devourers are here to eliminate what it perceives as an infection." "Preposterous," Zixtal said, but his voice lacked conviction. "Your people are quantum-based life forms," Elena pressed on. "You resonate with dark matter frequencies. To the universe's immune system, you're the primary pathogen. But humans? We're carbon-based, low-energy, practically invisible to quantum detection. We can send a signal the Devourers will actually listen to." Zixtal studied the human's face. Humans were known for their unpredictability, their tendency towards self-sacrifice. "What signal?" "A mathematical proof. We show them that the galaxy has learned, evolved. That we've stopped the dark matter harvesting and begun healing the dimensional wounds. But it has to come from a species the immune system doesn't see as a threat." "And if you're wrong?" Elena's expression didn't change. "Then we all die anyway." The next 18 hours were a frenzy of activity. Human mathematicians worked alongside Vorthan quantum theorists, translating concepts across completely different understanding of reality. The signal had to be perfect, a complex mathematical harmony that proved the galaxy's change of direction. Dr. Marcus Chen, Earth's leading theoretical physicist, had proposed encoding the message in what he called the universe's native language quantum fluctuations in the cosmic microwave background. It was elegant, subtle, and completely undetectable to conventional sensors. As the final calculations were completed, Zixtal found himself aboard the human vessel Endeavour, watching Elena and her team prepare their transmission array. The device was laughably primitive by Vorthan standards: no crystal matrices, no dimensional resonators, just electromagnetic coils and quantum processors. "Transmission ready," Marcus announced. Elena looked at Zixtal. "Your empire will need to shut down all dark matter harvesting permanently. Every extraction facility, every quantum mine. That will cripple our civilization. But save the galaxy." Zixtal was quiet for a long moment, then activated his fleet communications. "All units, begin immediate shutdown of dark matter operations. Full cessation, by order of the High Command." Elena nodded and turned to her console. "Transmitting now." The signal was invisible, inaudible, completely undetectable, except as the faintest ripple in space-time itself. It spread outward, at the speed of light, carrying humanity's mathematical poetry to the entities consuming their galaxy. For 3 standard days, nothing happened. The Devourers continued their advance, and more systems vanished into the void. Then, as Elena monitored deep space sensors from the Vorthan flagship, she saw it. The Devourers had stopped. Not just paused, they were withdrawing, pulling back toward the galactic rim like a tide receding. "They're listening," she whispered. Over the following weeks, the consumed regions began to not return. What was devoured was gone forever. But the wounds in space-time sealed themselves, and the advance halted. Commander Zixtal stood in his private chambers, looking out at the stars that still burned. His empire would need to rebuild itself without dark matter technology, learning to work with the universe rather than against it. It would be difficult, perhaps impossible, but they would survive. He activated a communication to Earth. "Dr. Vasquez, the Vorthan High Council wishes to extend an invitation. We have much to learn from your species." Elena's image appeared, exhausted but smiling. "We'd be honored, Commander. After all, we're all in this galaxy together." As the transmission ended, Zixtal reflected on the irony. The most advanced civilization in the galaxy had been saved by the most primitive. Perhaps, he thought, advancement wasn't measured in the power to destroy, but in the wisdom to heal. In the depths of space, the silent signal continued to propagate, a whispered promise that the galaxy had learned to listen.